What's going on everybody, my name is Rico, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my channel is about vlogs, series and tutorials. And a few weeks ago, Scrap and Pallet Man left a comment saying, I hope your tutorial is about thumbnails. So this one's especially for you. I'm going to show you guys how to create a custom thumbnail using GIMP. So, do you guys remember this picture right here? Obviously you do, because this is a picture I used in a previous tutorial. But I need to make a thumbnail about it, and Scrap and Pallet Man once left me a comment saying he hoped that my tutorial was about a thumbnail, so here it is. The first thing that we need to do is we need to scale the image, because now it's way too big to post on YouTube. And for that, what you need to do is you need to hit this symbol right here, it's the scale tool, and then click inside the image once. And the thumbnail size for YouTube is 1280 by 720. Hit scale. But now we've got all this empty space over here and I want to get rid of it. So for that we're going to image, and then we are going to crop the content. And now we've only got the image left. And the aspect ratio, everything stayed the same because I took this image in a 16:9 I think, landscape mode anyway. So if the image was standing up, it will be distorted and stuff like that. So always try to use a thumbnail picture that you've taken in landscape mode. So let me increase this a little bit, the view, by hitting Control and then scrolling the mouse wheel button away from me. There you go. So now what I want is I want to add Wilbur. It's the image from GIMP. So how you can obtain this image is pretty easy. It's a PNG file. All you need to do is you need to go to your favorite web browser and then go to www.gimp.org. Hit the right mouse button on Wilbur. Select Save Image As. It's in Dutch, I'm sorry for that. Save Image As. And then save it anywhere you like, and then open it in GIMP by going to File and then Open. So don't pick Open as Layers because it will be opened as a new layer, but just click Open and then it will open as a new tab. So now what I want to do is I want to copy this. So for that I'm going to Edit, Copy Visible. That means that everything that you see is being copied. Then I'm going back to the image that I want to work with. I'm going to Edit, Paste As, and I want to paste it as a new layer. So now Wilbur has been added to the image as a layer, as you can see on the right side. But he's in the middle of the image and I don't want him in the middle of the image, so I need to move him. For that we've got a move tool. So I'm going to use the move tool, I'm going to click it, and then I'm going to drag it, or you can drag it anywhere you like. I'm going to drag it here. But let's say your eye is a little bit off. Let me zoom out a little bit. And you want this to be in the middle, but you don't really know exactly what the middle is. I think this will be the middle, but let's have a look. For that you can use this alignment tool right here. So click it and then click inside the layer, which is this, and make sure you click the layer that you want it to be centered on. Reason being is because if you use relative to active layer, that means it's going to center it over this layer. You've got different options over here, but the most easiest thing to use is active layer. So I'm going to click that. And now I'm going to click this symbol right here, align middle of target. There we go. I was just a little bit off. You saw it switch a bit, and now it's exactly in the middle of the image. The second thing that I want to do is I want to add text. So for that I'm going to use a new layer. So I'm going to click this symbol right here. If you didn't catch me do it, click this symbol right here. And now you can give the layer a name. So let's name this text. I'm going to keep the mode in normal. I'm going to keep the opacity on 100. I'm going to use the same scale as the scale of the image. I'm going to change it in a minute, but it doesn't matter the size that is. And I'm going to fill with transparency instead of background color or foreground color. So let's press OK. Now we've got a new empty layer. If we deselect these layers by clicking the eyeballs, you see that there's nothing to see right now. So let me activate these layers again. And now I want to add text. So for that we are going to use the text tool, which is this over here. And there's two ways to select your font and your size. The first way is by changing the settings on the left side over here. So you can change the font by clicking here and then scrolling through the list. It shows all the fonts that you can use. You can change the size over here. I think I'm going with a size of 150. And you can change the color as well. You can change the color in the spectrums like so. You can change these around as well like so. But what you can do as well is you can use HTML notations. Those are color codes. All these F's are for the whites, and if you use the black, it's all zeros. I'm going to use a white text, so I'm going to hit OK. Now I'm going to just click inside the image, and I'm just going to type what I want to type. So for me it's GIMP. Got it set to GoBot Hollow. It's a font that I use a lot, but for now I want to use a different font. So I'm going to click inside here, Ctrl A to select everything. And instead of GoBot Hollow, I'm going to use GoBot Bold. Right now this isn't centered, but first what I want to do is I want to move this around a little bit. So I'm going to move this to the right, like so. And now I want to center it just like Wilbur. So for that I'm going to use the alignment tool, click inside over here, then click this layer again, and then click this symbol right here again, align middle of target. And now it's perfectly centered in the image, and it's at the same height as Wilbur is. Because this image is very light, what I want to do is I want to add a shadow. So the easiest way to do that is to click your text layer and then click this symbol right here, which means create a duplicate of the layer. Click it. Now we've got two layers that have the text. I'm going to use the text tool again. I'm going to click inside the text, Ctrl A to select everything, and I'm going to change the color by clicking the symbol right here. And for now I'm going to use black because I want to create a black shadow. Hit OK. But look what happened. It overlapped our white letters, and that's because this layer is on top of the other layer. I want it to be a shadow layer, so for that I'm going to drag it down behind or below the other text layer, and now you can't see it anymore, so it's very hard to adjust it. So the easiest thing to do is first leave it up like so, click the move tool, and then move it down a little bit. There we go, like so. Let's drag it down again, and now we've got a shadow. You can zoom in. If this isn't what you like, you can just click it over here and drag it, because now it stands out from the image. Now it's on top of the image. I'm not quite sure what I should do over here. I think I'm going to make it seem as if it's popping out of the image, like so. Let me scroll out. Yeah, that looks pretty fine. So now what we've done is we've resized the image to 1280 by 720. We have added Wilbur as a layer. We have created a new layer, which we didn't have to do because clicking the text tool and then clicking inside the image has automatically created a new layer. So you can remove this layer by hitting the right mouse button and then delete layer. And as you can see, nothing has changed to the image. We have added a text layer, and we have added a shadow layer with the same text using the duplicate. So now we've made a simple thumbnail for the previous tutorial, and I hope you guys like it. And that's it. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And I guess there's just one more thing left for me to say, which is make love to the like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Hit that bell button to be the first to be notified when I drop in a video. And until next time, doei!